trade-off.
Digital Circus is that YouTube series, right?
It's on Netflix now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're obsessed.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It is. I've seen like the first couple episodes, I think, back when it was on YouTube.
And I was told that they're keeping creative control, so they're not technically making money off of Netflix. They're just using it as a distribution center so that they can like decide when they're when they make their everything is the same. They own everything. It's literally just that's what I've heard from my sources that probably know way more about it than I do, because it's like they consume everything that has to do with it. So
I know the person who made
Good
The
for
Owl
them.
House is about to do a show with them.
they will die.
With like full creative control.
Ugh.
And that's, yeah.
The Owl House is literally once a week in here.
I just watched it for the first time. Like,
It's so
a couple
good.
months ago. It was very good.
It's good.
Very chef's kiss. Jen, is it possible that your camera has moved?
Has it?
I don't know. You are out of frame. I could try to fix
What?
it, but I wasn't sure if maybe your webcam had shifted.
No, I can move.
Either way. Okay. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Life in the Apocalypse. Welcome to Sayer House 6, kind of for now, almost soon again. That's the full title for the next couple of episodes. Hello, welcome. If you've never caught us before, we are a not-for-profit TTRPG studio that makes actual play content, like streams, podcasts, and things like that to raise money for nonprofits and aid organizations. Currently still raising money for Medical Aid for Palestinians. Still chipping away at that goal. So we just asked that if you like what you see here, instead of doing the normal Twitch stuff of subscribing or doing the bits or whatever, any of that fake Jeff Bezos cyber currency, don't do that. You don't want to do that. Instead, you want to take whatever you can spare. There's no expectation, and give it to Medical Aid for Palestinians or a different cause. Doesn't have to be ours, but like maybe you're here already. Why not? If you decide that you want to give us money, just do that. Don't do any of the other stuff. We just play these silly games on the internet, and Medical Aid for Palestinians will do very good and important work with it that is still necessary and ongoing, and every day it just gets everything just gets worse and worse and worse, and it's fine. It's all fine. We're playing games. We're going to play games, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be good. And if you want to watch those games, that will also probably be fun and good for you as an alternative. So yeah, do that. Donate to Medical Aid for Palestinians if you can. Otherwise, you can just like hang out and enjoy it. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens here. Sayer House 6 is a Monster of the Week game, limited series that has, we are at the halfway point. After tonight, this is episode 5, is planned for 10 episodes. I guess it's possible, theoretically, that we might need to go over depending on how the rest of the story progresses. But for now, we're at the halfway point. We're going to play this out and get into some introductions and then into our game itself. I think that's all the stuff that I have to talk about. Right? Yes, I think so. Let's do the thing with the talking and people introducing themselves. We don't have Alex with us. If you caught the first couple of episodes, you may have seen Alex, or you may have seen Alex's name in this little box to my right on the screen. But unfortunately, it's left. It's my left if you're watching. It's my right, looking at the screen. Whatever. Shut up, Will. Alex is unfortunately not able to join us anymore, scheduling and life and all of that stuff. So Alex had to drop out. Not necessarily the last time you'll see them in this series. We'll see what shakes out, but we will have a new friend and a new foster sibling joining us next time we play this game. There will be a new face here, so you want to check back for information about that. All that being said, let's go ahead and get into our introductions. With Alex not here, that means against all odds, Julia goes first.
Weird. Hi, everybody. My name is Julia. I use she, they pronouns, and tonight I'm going to be playing Eve Vey, who uses she, her pronouns, and she uses the Searcher playbook. She's having a good-ish time. All things considered, all things considered, I did in fact walk out of that house with the least amount of harm out of everyone, so I can't complain. I cannot.
Technically true. Technically true. Next up is Kendo.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kendrick or Kendo, whichever you prefer. I use any and all pronouns, and once more, I'm playing the only person here with some sense. Ding. No, everybody here is great. There's so much stress trying to keep all of my siblings from getting into trouble or killing people or killing people. What are you gonna do? Yeah, that's me. Oh, and once more, I am our professional.
Absolutely. Val?
Birds. Hi, I forgot how it functioned. No, we're doing great. Hi, my name is Val. I go by Space Valkyries pretty much everywhere on the internet. My pronouns are she, they. Today I'm playing Nayeli the Monstrous. Their pronouns were they, them, but I think they've evolved to she, they because that's where I live. It's fine. And last time Nayeli did do a kill. Actually, two. So, it's fine. Everything is fine.
It's true.
They got Dark Negotiator. They're very happy.
And only one of those kills was premeditated.
Exactly. Actually, well,
well,
Depends on the definition of premeditated.
oh, interesting.
it was an accidental chomp, okay? Well, it was a purposeful chomp, accidentally too harsh.
I'm just saying time
The first
frame.
one. Oh, yes, that too.
The first
what I mean?
one,
Small
yeah.
window.
The second one where you specifically asked me if
Yeah,
there was
that's
someone
okay,
in
yeah.
the town.
The second one.
Yeah.
Wait, where we went and did the guy?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Technically,
murdered
we
that
didn't know
man.
we were going to murder him until we got there.
Well,
Not premeditated.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true.
You
I'm
fully
pretty-
went there
Yeah.
yeah.
with intent to kill someone. He just
literally
also
not.
happened to be a white supremacist.
Who was also a serial killer.
Yeah,
Was
you're
also a
welcome.
Yeah,
You're
we did the
welcome,
town a
by the way.
favor. It's a net positive.
Did a
Yeah,
good
sure.
thing.
but you were planning on killing them, whoever, regardless of who they were.
We didn't know
I
who's
feel.
going to be behind the door.
I
We
was
did,
asked
actually.
the
No,
question.
You did go looking. You did go looking for him. You just didn't
We
know he
did.
was also
We
a
did.
serial killer until
Exactly.
after
Yeah.
you were looking for someplace to get rid of the body, and then you were like, "Look, he's already got a mass grave."
But we knew he was a white supremacist. So
You didn't
Yeah.
know that. You did not. You asked me the question.
He was a
there someone
bully.
from?
he was
You asked me the
bully.
question.
Of
Was
course
there
he
like a
was.
bully from high
And
school that I
being a
could
white
kill?
supremacist are two different things, youngles.
Not
Sadly,
to me, not
sometimes
if you're bullying me.
you know
I
what?
just
Fair
love that
enough.
this is entirely so Nayeli could do Dark Negotiator on somebody. It doesn't even matter because it's for monsters. They could manipulate people just fine already.
It's true.
I think a bully is a monster.
That's true, though.
yeah. Yeah.
They didn't really
That's
get to
true.
do anything with it, though. They just did a kill anyway.
Sure is good that like he didn't grow out of it and become a good person. And instead he became a white supremacist and a serial killer. It's crazy how that happened.
They always do.
All right. Noted. Fair enough. 10.
Wait, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Jen. I did not help do a murder last time.
Not
That
true.
never happened.
It's
she didn't-
It's so documented.
There's a whole recording.
We're documenting it again right
Again.
now.
Look, their brother is like, a cop, so they have to maintain.
What?
What?
I'm not a cop. Stop calling me a cop.
Now,
I'm
Anyway.
a special agent for a
Special
private
agent.
organization.
Right.
Special organization cop.
Yeah, like the FBI.
Paramilitary isn't better, Damon.
I
What do
do
you mean?
not enforce the law. That's not my job. I'm not law enforcement.
It's true. It's true. You're an investigator.
I'm an investigator for
Mhm.
paranormal activity.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a conversation that we're just like having?
I'm sure we've
It's
had this
definitely
conversation
one
many
we've had.
times. We've had this many times, I'm sure.
It is, yeah. It is almost certainly a conversation that has happened before, and almost certainly a conversation that will happen again. But we have not yet. We've not yet dove into our fiction. Hello, hi. My name is Will. I am the storyteller of this game, which means that if somebody says, "Hey, can I find someone in this town to murder?" I have to make someone a white supremacist / serial killer, and that's my job. That's what I do here in this game. And that's all you really need to know about that. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, of course. My pleasure. We'll see if it happens again. So,
Probably will.
as yeah, I'm prepared for that possibility. So the year still 1999. About a week has gone by since the events in Sayre, Massachusetts, where your childhood home, where you were all foster siblings, burned down once again, where dark events and dark rituals, reality itself, came frayed at the seams, where you once more defeated, this time, hopefully for realsies, the genus loci that had taken control and that was steadily draining power from what you found out was a particularly strong and malevolent ley line passing directly under the town of Sayre, Massachusetts. Amongst everything else that you took from those notes, Eve, as you began to dissect them in the time that you had remaining in the aftermath, you discovered more of Cain Rowe's formulas, your foster father's formulas, more equations that he had run, more notes that he had scribbled to himself, enough to determine the rough approximate location of the next point that he was investigating. Notably, this one in London, England. This is information that I assume you would have passed on to your foster siblings as you all discussed that you had to stay together, that this wasn't done yet. But before that, I do have one very important question to ask, which is, who took Carter?
Oh, probably Eve. I think Eve is the most at ease with a ghost in general. She was pretty accepting of him being a ghost from the jump, I think.
That's fair.
Also, this way, he can't fight with Jay.
I was gonna say if he comes with us, it's just gonna be us staring at each other menacingly, or at least Jay staring at him menacingly. I don't know what he would be doing, but
He did nothing to you.
oh, okay. And I didn't do a murder, sure.
Oh, got you there. Well, you can't have both.
I guess that's
Can't have both.
I guess that's fair. Okay, so then, yeah, Eve, you and Carter went off in one direction. Damon and Jay, did you stay together?
I guess that's a good question. Would you want to come with me?
Yes. Are you gonna kick me out of the car again?
No.
Okay.
No. No. I'm sorry for that.
It's fine. I deserved it. Don't ever tell anybody I said that to you.
Don't worry, I'll be keeping that for myself. Just keeping that right in the pocket. Whenever I'm feeling cold and lonely, I can always remember that my big sister cares about me, loves me.
Don't push it.
Okay, yeah,
Thank you.
sure. Yeah, of course. Only so much love in a day.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, hop in.
All right. So you have a couple errands, a couple things to take care of, especially if you're going to suddenly start globetrotting in an effort to prevent another apocalypse, it seems like. Y'all have matters to attend to, affairs to attend to, except I don't necessarily get that vibe from Nayeli.
Nah, they're just vibing.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they actually might just follow Eve around like a lost puppy. Like they're just like, do you point me in a direction? All I know how to do is bite.
Just Eve with the ghost and the vampire.
Yeah.
Half, thank you very much.
Half vampire.
Exactly.
I feel like Nayeli and Carter would like not talk per se, because Nayeli doesn't know what to do with the ghost, but they would just kind of awkwardly stare at each other, you know, like not menacingly, but just like awkwardly.
I mean, Carter would definitely talk to you. Carter loves to talk.
Yeah.
Carter.
And I think Nayeli's just gonna be like, uh-huh.
Perfect. Yeah. So it's Evelyn and your 1.5 dead siblings.
Yep.
Ah,
Correct.
Cool.
that is true.
Rearing-
I am mostly dead.
I
Yep.
mean, you know, that heart beats every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like we get like a solid 5 an hour, and then it's like, all right, you're doing good, pumping strong.
Amazing. So yeah, Eve, you begin poring over all the notes. In fact, you have been poring over the notes, and that's a pretty seamless transition to what I assume you would be doing in this instant, which is investigating a mystery.
Yeah, I think that would be true and factual.
Yeah, makes sense. So that would be a sharp roll.
Yep.
And if anybody else thinks that they would be using this time period to investigate, you can also feel free to make this roll. And I realize that I'm addressing this to everybody, but it would probably just be
9.
Kendo unless...
11.
Okay. Does
Can
Nayeli
Nayeli
want to
try?
investigate something? Yeah.
Yeah, you're with me looking at all my stuff. You want
let's
to
do
help?
it.
It just really so Nayeli's like looking through Eve's notes, just trying their little hardest because they have a -1 sharp. We've established that.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're looking at, but there maybe something might come together. No, that is 2 1s. They
I mean, you're farming that XP, though.
it is literally 2 1s. All right. Well.
Yep.
Not a thought in that Dampier's head.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Eve,
Well,
Eve just thinks you're really interested in that one particular page and just left you with it.
Nayeli's like, your handwriting is actually really nice.
Oh, thank you.
And then they just kind of shuffle away from it like it's scary.
amazing. Well, with an 11 on investigate a mystery, you get 2 holds that you can spend to ask questions.
Yeah. So this is going over the notes and everything, and about the genus loci in general, and then the other location. So I think what I want to know going into this is like, where did it go? Did it have a similar like 10-year cycle like our house did? Like, is there a way to know what the, like, I guess, the cyclical nature of this particular place? Did it also disappear for 10 years?
Yes, actually. Yes, there is. And with that, I need to ask you a question.
Me personally, or
You personally.
Eve? Okay.
Eve
Okay.
a question.
Sure.
Eve a question, which is, how old is Eve?
Eve
It's 10
is...
years from the events of Sayer.
Yeah, I have that. Oh, hold on. Eve is 26.
Okay. All right. So it's not a 10-year pattern. I think as you start looking over the notes and the information, the only thing that you can really find looking back through looking back through Kane's notes, looking back through your various books and sources and the internet, it is 1999. 30 years ago was the last time you can really find anything of note in this area that could qualify. And it looks like it was a bunch of just pretty gruesome and straightforward murders. The only real detail that gives you pause is the fact that it was at a school.
Okay.
And it was a classmate on classmate.
All right. Were I guess this. I have a follow-up question, but I don't know if it is my actual question.
I was gonna say you have one hold left. So.
Yeah. Because my follow-up question initially was like, were they the same? Were the kids the same like general age as us? But I think what my actual question is going to be is what sort of creature is it? So in these grisly murders, looking at these, do they look like human-based tactics, or does it look like something that maybe some supernatural element with the kids themselves could have been in play? Like,
it's
did
possible.
they just... Yeah.
It's possible. It was the 60s, and it was chalked up somewhat generically as mass hysteria, because this was not a like serial killer situation where it was one kid killing other kids. It was a bunch of classmates who killed other classmates.
Okay. And then I'm assuming this doesn't actually count as one of my questions, but what is the name of this school, and is it still operating?
It is it is not still operating, actually, and I do have to look up the name of the school.
Amityville High School.
Sorry, yes. Sorry. The school is no longer operational. Was closed. Not from these incidents, but it was closed.
And what was it called?
It was called Sutton House Academy.
Okay. I think what will happen is Eve is going to probably find the best of the options the internet has as far as news articles go, and send just a link of that to Damon and Jay, since they are not with me. And then the rest of the time, I think I'm just gonna try to like see if I have any contacts over there, like in my like field of normal people work with like historic buildings and things like that. See if I have any contacts that I can reach out to who might be able to get us in.
Yeah, absolutely. So you were trying to find contacts that will be able to get you into
that'll be able
house?
to get us in like with any kind of like air of legitimacy besides just breaking in, because I think that's kind of how Eve operates, is more she goes in under that cover. If I can't, then I can't, and Eve is not above breaking into a place. She does just try to be professional first.
Naomi leans forward, like breaking and entering.
as a treat.
Uh,
Maybe as a treat if I can't get in. If
Can I buy?
I mean,
Well, so you can. No, sorry. Go ahead.
Eve was just gonna tell Naily, it's like, I don't know if you have anyone to bite there. Nobody seems to be. It's not a school anymore. I'm trying to figure out if anyone's changed into anything, but there is a possibility that if there are people living there, they're homeless, and I don't think you should bite them. That feels uncalled for.
Oh, fine. True. Okay. Maybe not right away, but maybe a little breaking and entering.
Breaking and entering, I think that's on the table completely. I think at some point that's going to have to happen, even if we get in there, if we are allowed in there. I can bet there's going to be at least 1 or 2 rooms that will have to be broken into. The biting, we're just going to have to table for now.
Fine. I can work on my other skills.
Okay. So you are reaching out to contacts to see if they can get you into the building that used to be the school.
Yes.
All right. Perfect. And then you are sending this article to Damon and Jay. So yeah, Damon, your computer, you hear the chime and the little door, and it says you've got mail. And upon checking it, you would see an email from Eve that contains a picture, kind of a grainy picture of a news article.
Okay.
And it alarms you a little bit. It feels disorienting because you're looking down at this page. It's sort of a grid of a bunch of children's faces and a headline that reads, "The Sutton House 6."
Fuck. God. Assuming that I'm at work.
I mean, you only really ever have to be at work if you're like going in for a
Okay, yeah.
debrief or something like that, which you could
Yeah,
very
yeah.
well be when you get this message.
Yeah. I guess if I'm at my computer, I'm
Right.
probably at work.
That's fair.
And then I'm seeing this is just going to immediately go, well, now I need to know everything about this. Because this is God. Oh God. And so I'm going to yeah, not to do another investigation roll.
Well, so I was curious.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I guess this wouldn't be dealing with the agency exactly.
I guess if I can use the agency's resources
They
to be able to
yeah.
get like probably more information that I would probably get just like generally looking up. Like I feel like what I would get is a lot of similar stuff that so I guess I'm trying to see if I can find the identities of the Sutton House 6 and see if I can find out what happened to that group of people.
Okay, absolutely. Absolutely, you can do that. So I think in this particular case, we can call this a deal with the agency role if you want to do this using your work resources, which is going to mean rolling with Sharp.
Sure. Yeah, I'm down for that. That's a 7. 5 + 1 + 1.
Okay, all right. So you get it, but things aren't so great. Might get chewed out, and there will be fallout, but you get what you need for the job.
Okay.
So in this particular instance, I feel like you are making your way to. I feel like you were making your way to the basement of the building, and I think we've described. I don't know if we've had a chance to describe the Abacus headquarters.
I don't
but
think we have.
Okay. In my mind, I'm picturing very sort of like, 1970s sort of like brutalist architecture.
Yeah.
Uh the inside is very much that as well, like shag carpeting on the floors. Um Everything is like very sort of, gray and wood paneling, and brown rather, not gray. Um
We're on the same page.
cool. Hell yeah. A lot of Argyle upholstery. um Incredible. So yeah, I think you were kind of making your way down into the basement floors, which are colloquially referred to as lecture halls
Ooh.
within Abacus hierarchy. And I think that there are several. I think that there are a bunch of different what are essentially classrooms, although there aren't any desks or chairs. It's kind of just like walls covered in chalkboards.
Mhm.
Um, and like a singular desk for the mathematician, as they are called, to be doing their calculations. And there's probably one that you are on better terms with than the others. Um, do you have any thoughts about this individual?
I feel like whoever this person is, we get along because both of us are just very, I won't say no nonsense, but both of us are just very straightforward and are just like, I'm here to do my job, I'm here to work. There are other people who might be a bit more like talky or wanna be talky because they're like, I've been doing weird math magic all day. I need to talk to a person. And then there are other people who are like, why are you interrupting my math magic? I'm doing it right now. And like both of us are just like right in the middle where they're like they're okay with talking, but as long as it's straight to the point, ask for what you want, I give you what you want, and we're done.
Yeah,
And I love that in a person.
absolutely, absolutely.
It makes my job so much easier.
Incredible. Yeah. So you're looking for this mathematician, or mathemagician perhaps, uh,
Mathematician.
and you make your way down to the lecture halls. You find the room in question, which is behind, like it is far more secure than it needs to be.
Mhm.
And I think that there is a like a series of numbers, like a designation on the door. But you know that you know who is on the other side of this. Do you knock or do you just open it?
I do knock because
Okay,
I want them, if I'm entering, it is because I am not interrupting. If they are
right,
letting me in, it's a great start to the process. We have
for
a
sure.
ritual, I think. I have a specific knock, and it is just um it is just a shave and a haircut. Um but it's distinct enough that it's like, oh, this is, it's me.
Right, absolutely. Cool. So you knock, and then the door. It takes a couple seconds. I think you have to knock a couple times, but you know that's not unusual, just because they are like very sort of um,
Mhm.
in their own world. And I think you can kind of hear muffled noise from behind the door, and it's very soundproof, so you can only sort of hear this noise. You have to knock a couple times before it kind of like cuts through the din. And then you go over, and and then the door, like, finally the door starts to swing open. The music, the noise on the other side gets a little softer. The door swings open just enough that noise starts to spill out, and you are face to face with your friend. The music, the music that is spilling out of the room is probably uh, not exactly what you were expecting. It's like Metallica turned up full blast. Um,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Interesting
Um,
vibe.
Interesting vibe indeed. And your friend is standing on the other side of the door, just sort of like looking out at you, blinking. It's a little bit dark in the room, and it seems like the light that's sort of like spilling in from the fluorescence in the hallway is like disorienting him a little bit. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he is, I think, like a little bit on the short side, maybe like 5'7", 5'6", 5'7", and very thin, but not like completely devoid of any muscle. Very tan, also, which is maybe a little surprising. Has this like very sort of long, curly, like bushy brown hair that is all sort of like swept to one side. Wearing a backwards like trucker cap, a like shredded sort of Nirvana shirt that has been made into like a crop top. There are a couple tattoos poking out, like a chain, fully just a chain around his neck. Looks to be maybe old enough to drink,
Okay.
and just like looks at you a couple times and is like says something to you, but you cannot hear it over the music. It is too loud.
I can't hear you. You got to turn it down.
Hold on. The music's
I
too
can't.
loud. Stop talking. The music's too loud.
Sorry.
And he like kind of steps back and he leaves the door open for you to follow him in.
Yeah, I follow him in.
Cool. And he walks over to this like record player that is plugged into the speaker system, or like the PA system in the room, and he like raises the lid and lifts the needle off very carefully.
Hey,
You're
sorry.
you're Agent
This
29, right?
was that a you question to me?
Sorry,
Oh,
yes, that is a will question to Kendo.
yes, I believe so.
Okay, that sounds right.
Yeah.
So cool. He is going to say that to you, and you know that agents have the prime number distinction,
Mhm.
and math magicians, if that's the word that we're going to keep using,
Yes.
have code names, and his is Mr. Sign,
Mr. Sign.
Sine.
Ooh. Love this. I love this. I love this Baroque works naming
Mm-hmm.
naming convention.
Yep, exactly. You got the vibes.
Look, I just finished Alabasta not that long ago, so it's fresh in my mind. Um, sorry for bothering you, Mr. Sign. I just I'll be quick. I was wondering if you have any information about a group of I'm how to put this. I'm looking for the identities and current whereabouts of a group of children who are known as the Sutton House Six.
Okay.
And I've already like printed out like a like the image that she sent. So I basically I pull out this paper that has the headline and the picture and the news clipping on it.
So not your thing,
No.
because
I
you were
think
right.
yes.
I mean, I know we're not supposed to like know each other's names, but like
Yes, Mr.
kind of know
Sign.
everything. So
I'm aware. No, this isn't a my thing. This is someone else's thing, which I'm afraid may be connected to my thing and maybe more things similar to it.
right. Okay. Well, so you kind of caught me at a bad time. And kind of gestures, and you can see that like the chalkboards on like three of the four walls are like fully filled out with like whatever formula he's been working on.
Mhm.
And they're just like the surface of his desk is just covered in like steel reserve cans that are like half drunk.
uh,
And so I mean,
no, understood. Sorry, I didn't. Of course, you're busy. Would you know if there's anything I could do to maybe get started? Is there any kind of archive that I could maybe go through myself so you don't have to, you know, I know you're busy doing your thing.
Well, I
Just kind of
mean,
like
like,
casually looking at the stuff on the wall that I'm sure makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever.
whoa, hey, don't look at that.
Well, oh, sorry.
No, just like I'm
Yeah,
just playing with you.
oh,
You don't know what it
okay.
means.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're right. I don't. It's gibberish as far as I'm aware, but also calculus looks like gibberish, so
yeah.
I'm sure that this is leagues above that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could say that. No, listen, 29, you're talking to the right guy, but like what I'm saying is that it sounds like we're maybe getting into like favor territory.
It's well, no, this has the potential of becoming like an active case, I feel like, because if it is, attached to our thing, that means that there's like a potentially larger thing. Okay, what do you want?
I mean, maybe just like a favor for
What
now.
kind of favor?
Well, maybe we'll just leave it open ended for now.
Mr. Sign, I choose to work with specific people for specific reasons. And up until this point, I believed us to have a very good working relationship. And I would hope over that period of time that you would know that I'm not a person who likes vague details such as this lingering. I would like to at least know the scope of which this particular favor might be within. I because
Okay.
a vague favor like this could be as you could be asking me to like introduce you to one of our coworkers because you have a crush on them, and like I don't know if that's something I want to get like in the middle of. You could be asking me to do something illegal, which I don't want to be in the middle of. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
would
I hear
love
what you're
for
saying.
us. I am very willing to do something in return for you. I would very much like for us to specify the bounds in which that favor may be implemented.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Yeah. Understood. No, it's nothing like that. It's really simple.
Okay, so you do know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we want to just go ahead and handshake on this, and then we can
I
go.
would love to know. I would love to know what the favor is before I shake
Okay,
your hand.
fine. It's not even a big deal. It's just like a year and 3 days from today, you're going to be walking into the building at 7:05 a.m. and you're just going to hold the door for the person that's walking out. That's all.
It's a part of your magic. Understand? I I can I assume, and I'm not asking for an answer, a specific answer for this. Can I assume you know who I will be holding the door open for, despite the fact that I won't,
I mean, no is such a flawed concrete concept when we live in a universe with infinite variance,
Mr.
infinite
Sign,
possibilities.
as someone who works with specifics as you do, as someone who works with the granular the particularities of happenstance and cause and effect and patterns and semiotics, I understand that you know a lot and you are very particular in the way in which you do your math. You don't need to hide anything from me. I'm not going to do anything about, like, I don't care what it is you're doing necessarily, as long as no one is going to get hurt
No one is going to get hurt.
by the effects of me opening the door for whoever this person is.
Correct.
Even if that person comes in and like that person's not going to come into the building and do something or get information or get something that would allow them to perpetuate some kind of harm against someone.
I don't think she would do that.
So it's a she.
Mhm.
Is this business or pleasure, Mr. Sign? This will not change. This has no effect on if I will do it or not. I'm just curious, I guess.
29, my guy. Pleasure is my business.
Bring him with you.
Fine. In a year and 3 days from now, when I'm walking into this building at 7:09 a.m., I will hold the door open for this mysterious person who will walk into this building.
Mhm.
And I put out my hand. And if, by some happenstance, she does perpetuate some kind of harm, she does do something that would go against my ethics, I'm coming to you.
I mean, okay, but like you're gonna feel pretty silly in a year and 3 days.
I just like covering my bases. As long as both of us
Mhm.
are in understanding of what will happen, that's okay with me.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
We got a deal.
Shake his hand.
All right. And he kind of like cracks his knuckles and he goes to the only blank chalkboard and he just immediately starts doing math and he looks back. He doesn't turn around, but he kind of like points back and says, "You mind turning the jams back on?"
Yeah. And I'll go in and put the needle back on.
Okay, cool. So he is only working on it for a limited amount of time. It's a pretty quick equation in for him, considering his abilities, considering his areas of expertise, and he is just kind of scribbling away at the chalkboard, humming along to the music, and then finally, finally he like does a sort of a meaningful tap of the chalk on the board and says, "All right, got it."
Amazing. What is it?
Hold on, the music's too loud. And he walks over and turns off the music. Um, yeah. So, sorry. What did you want to know again?
About the Sutton House 6?
Yeah. But like, what did you want to know?
Oh, their identities, current whereabouts, the event that I guess gave them the name.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, most of them are in jail.
For the same crime, different crimes
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. A murder.
A okay.
They all just kind of like snapped one day and killed it. At least one classmate.
Sutton House, is that the name of the where they lived? Is that a school?
It was
Is
a
it
school. Well, like not originally, but yeah,
wait, what was it before?
mansion.
Would you happen to have the information about who constructed the mansion?
I mean, yeah.
And
Well,
and
like, do you want the guy's name? I don't think it's gonna help you out very much.
I would love the name.
Okay, Sutton.
Okay. Full name, please.
Roger Sutton.
Roger Sutton. All right.
Lord Roger Sutton.
Okay, Lord Roger Sutton. Are we talking a baron? Are we talking duke?
Lord.
Lord is a title given to multiple. What is the specific title of Lord Sutton? Is he a landed gentry? was it just a knighted person?
Listen, man,
That
I don't know exactly what you're talking about. I know that this thing is this house. They call it a Tudor era mansion. Does that mean anything to you?
that tells me the architecture, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. This is helpful. Can you give me the information of what prison they're all in, and um
Well, they're
uh,
not all in the same prison, and some of them are dead. But I don't think that's the important part.
I mean, they did all murder a person. Yes, I do understand. As children, I guess, do they have any in the reporting of this? Do they have any recollection of what happened? Were they knowingly doing so? Is it a whoa? We went crazy one day, and then we woke up and there was blood everywhere, or was this an intentional? Like they knew what they were doing, tried to hide, and got caught.
Different stories, but for the most part, none of them seem to remember what happened. Almost like they blacked out.
Okay,
Almost like
understood.
they fell asleep, and then when they woke up, that was done.
All right, that's what I feared. Okay. Can I get the information about what prisons the current ones are currently the ones who are still alive, where they are, the circumstances of the deaths of those who died, and any information on any teachers, faculty, staff of the school at the time when they were attending and committed the murder.
Well, look, I'll write it down for you if you want, but I'm telling you, that's not the important part. You don't
What
need
is
to,
the okay, what's the important part?
yeah, don't bother with them. They don't matter.
What do you mean?
Keep the math, the equation. They don't matter. They're not important. They're like at the very fringes of all of this. They're just like more victims, right? They're not important. The place is important. And then I don't know,
Damon
it's
Damon kind of bites his tongue at that thought of the children not mattering as much as the place in this event, but will let him continue.
like I said, I'll write it down for you if you want. You're just gonna waste your time.
I would love all of the information you could possibly give me about both the people and the place. Thank you
Sure,
very much.
that's fine. Look, when I crunch the numbers on the Sutton House murders, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that the math is telling me matters, aside from the time and the place, is like two people. And I don't know why they matter. They
Who were
weren't
the
classmates. Like, they didn't die. They survived.
and
They graduated from Sutton House Academy.
they weren't a part of the six or the people that were murdered?
Maybe they got attacked. I don't know.
Okay. Give me information on those two as well.
Sure. He goes to the desk and takes a long swig out of his Steel Reserve can, and then goes into the desk, pulls out a notepad, and just starts like jotting stuff down.
Cool. As he's jotting stuff down, um I imagine I have like a small like like portable like camera, like it's like secret agent spy style,
Mm-hmm.
in the war room of Doctor Strangelove pulling it out of my sock or whatever. Can I try to stealthily take a picture of the math of the Sutton House 6 so I can give it to Evelyn whenever next we meet, because she's the only other person I know who might be able to decipher this and give me the information of like have a full clear picture in a way that Mr. Sign might not just tell me what's going on.
Yeah, you pull the camera out, and you're being very sneaky. You're being very
I'm
surreptitious,
trying to
but
be,
you're
yeah.
trying to be. But as you go, his hand, like without looking up from the pad of paper, his hand shoots out and grabs yours, and he without looking at you, he says very calmly, "If you press that button, You set off every alarm in this building.
Of course. And I just slide it back in. I didn't mean to. Sorry. I just like having all of the information at hand.
I get it. I'm not going to take it personally. I'm choosing not to take it personally. However, you're not even supposed to be here. We could get in trouble.
I know. I'm sorry.
And like you more than me, I'm indispensable.
Thank you for this.
He like folds up the piece of paper in his hand and holds it out to you.
Thank you. You're in 3 days. I'll remember.
You're in 3 days. Put it in your calendar.
It's already there. And I go to leave.
Okay, but maybe you want to like write it down. Anyway, it's nice seeing you.
I never forget anything.
Okay.
And I leave.
Yeah. You hear the music start back up like as the door is closing behind you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
My favorite part of this story is that none of the three of us would ever believe Damon if he told us.
That is true.
So I walked into a basement where a man was doing math, listening to Metallica.
You'll describe what he's wearing and we'll be like, that's not a real person.
No, you don't. I work
That's
at
not a real person, you know. That's not a person who would talk to you.
What? Wait, what does that mean? What do you mean
cool.
they wouldn't?
Oh, Jen, we can't hear you.
I think you're muted.
Muted.
Uh-oh.
What about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
No, Metallica just shuffled into my playlist.
Hell
Like,
special guest star.
Baby, yeah, baby.
Metallica.
Metallica is so good.
They do
It's a
have
math
song
rock
called One,
Metallica cover band.
Amazing. All right. You step out the door and into the hall. You have that piece of yellow notepad paper in your hand, Damon. What are you doing with it? Oh, is my audio not coming through?
Now I hear you.
I hear
I can
you.
hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just asking. You have that piece of notebook paper, Kenda. What are you doing with it?
I'm gonna read through it. Obviously, like I'm gonna read through it and like try to get as much info as I can, and then I'm going to. I guess I'll email Evelyn back because I can only assume that they emailed me, assuming that I would be able to get more information. Because I don't, I feel because the email was described as only having that.
It was truly just the link.
So yeah, so I'm like, yeah, so like everything Damon's thinking of, like, oh, okay, yeah, no, she wants me to do a thing. Okay, yeah, no, she's okay, cool, yeah, and I'll email back with, I'll probably just give all of the information as it is written because they'll probably be able to do more with that than I will. So.
Cool. Thanks, dude. That's great. You know, bump some more stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah. You glance down. So I'm assuming you're kind of like making your way back to your desk so that your cubicle so that you can email Evelyn back. You have all of the equipment there, like a first gen scanner that you can use to send her this piece of paper. And as you sit down at your desk and unfold that paper and get ready to send it, you look down at it and you're reading over it. And it is a collection of, at the very bottom, in very small, kind of messy, exasperated writing, there are 6 names and 6 prisons. Or they're not all in different prisons, but they're not all in the same prison either. And I can get you that information at some point. But in much larger writing up at the top of the page, circled several times with like a little arrow pointed to it, a little red pen arrow, and then the handwriting above that says, "This is the important part." There are only 2 names.
Thank you, Mr. Mm-hmm.
And those names, the first one, Harrison Fuller.
Harrison Fuller?
Yep.
Okay.
And then the second name, Robin Vay.
Robin Vay. Does that name sound familiar?
I mean, Vay is Evelyn's last name.
Forgets your
You're
siblings'
so-
last
Haha, yes. No, you're correct. You're so right. Oh no.
Do you want to know what's funny?
Yeah.
Back in session 1, when I was put on the spot and couldn't decide what my AIM name was. I didn't have anything, but about 2.5 weeks ago, I decided, where is it? I decided that it was 5225 Save. So.
Save
Save?
Save it.
Save?
Save.
Amazing.
Save it.
Yeah, I think as I look down and I read it. Just another fuck.
And it is as you are looking down and you are reading it that you hear a voice clear his throat. You look up and kind of like standing at the entrance to your cubicle is a man you have met a handful of times before, not necessarily with regular frequency. He is a very tall man wearing an immaculately tailored pinstriped suit, navy blue. There is not a single thing out of place. He's got kind of a silver fox vibe with his hair, and he has these like perfectly circular glasses, like silver rimmed glasses with like not a speck, not a smudge on them. And he is standing at your cubicle, and you know, because you have met your boss, Agent 2, a handful of times, face to face.
Would I know if I should I call him Mr. 2? Should I call him Agent 2?
You call him Agent 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
As I walk up and I see him and I go, Agent 2?
Agent 29.
Can I help you?
You already are. Every single day, with all of the very fine work that you're performing on behalf of Abacus.
Thank you, sir.
All of the lives that you are saving. We rely on capable, skilled agents like yourselves, resourceful. Do you want to grab a cup of coffee?
Can I use my empath move?
Yes, absolutely.
I think like immediately like just like becoming so sus in this moment that it's almost like instinct, like like danger, like instinct,
Yeah.
more
Absolutely.
so than
Roll
it
with
is
weird.
intentional. Ooh, that's 6 + 2 + 1, so 9.
Okay, with a 9, you gain a hazy impression of their current emotional state and intentions. You know that you are about to get scolded, but you don't get the impression that there's any hostility or anything like that. You're not in danger.
Okay.
He's not angry, he's just disappointed.
Oh boy. All right. Well, time to take the slap on the wrist, I guess. Uh, of course. I would. I was just thinking about getting some myself. So.
Great. He takes a step to the side so that you can see like the lower half of his body where he was just sort of standing over your cubicle, and he's already holding 2 mugs of coffee, and he holds one out to you.
Oh. I guess that's why you're the boss. And I'll take it and I'll take a sip.
It is exactly the way you like it.
He's so good. I want to be like him.
Huh.
Hmm.
So,
Delicious. Good cup of coffee.
I believe I was in the middle of telling you what a fine job you've been doing.
I appreciate it. It's hard work, but it's good work. And I'm far from perfect, of course, but I try my best.
Do you know why agents like you are so paramount to what it is we do here?
I'm sure I don't.
Because our resources are limited. I'm not speaking of finances, of course. There's plenty of money. 1 second.
Oh, he's on the shelf. Oh, he's on the shelf.
He's on the shelf. The hop. Get down here.
Sorry, he likes to
chaos.
he likes to spin my monitor. Like he puts his paws up in his full weight on the monitor and it starts to rotate. And he thinks it's very funny.
He's objectively correct.
I know he is, but I'm not going to tell him that. So, I'm not talking about finances, of course. I'm not talking about money. There's plenty of that. There's plenty of material resources. However, stop it. Why?
Not letting you get any further.
He's not. He's really
The same exact point.
He's so mad that I'm talking.
He doesn't want me to get scolded either, and
No, he doesn't think Damon deserves it.
Here's what he's doing. He's gone around to the other side, and now he's gonna pop up and do the same thing, but on this side of the monitor. As soon as I start talking again. No, what we are short on is time. Because every second of every day, calamity threatens us. Catastrophe. Apocalypse. Call it what you want. Every day we survive, the human race, by pure chance. Or is it? Because as we know, there's a sort of logic to the universe. There's a formula. And that's why we have such brilliant and dedicated minds working here at Abacus tirelessly around the clock, addressing life-threatening problems, things that could bring about the end of all humanity, the entire Earth. Unless something were to distract them.
Of course, sir. I understand if it seems like I may be distracted as of late. If that is what you were meaning,
No, I'm not speaking about you. I don't think you're distracted at all. I think you are laser focused.
I appreciate that. I try to be very direct and persistent. I think that's what a good agent should be.
I feel like she's
Cat
Damon's internal
interruptions are so
monologue.
good right now.
Get off the monitor. Get off the monitor.
It's a cat
Don't
day,
you fucking
everybody.
dare.
Cats are causing chaos.
As they are wont to do.
As they were wont to do.
The cat conclave has gotten together and they said, fuck them up.
Stop looking for things to fuck with.
Frodo, why don't you go find the doll?
He has so many toys. He just got a little maple leaf that he's been playing with like nonstop. He loves it. And yet here we are. All right. There are structures and systems in place for a reason. And it's important that we respect those in service to the larger mission.
I agree. I guess, sir, if I may just ask, I've never been great at being able to navigate conversations such as this. I guess, have I done something wrong?
Well, if you're confused about anything, Agent 29, perhaps you could just read my emotions again.
I'm sorry for doing that. I should have asked. I wasn't trying to. I guess I panicked a little bit, and I'm sorry for that. I want to be able to do my job well, and I want to be able to be prepared for whatever comes next. And I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. And I understand if there's any disciplinary action that you need that needs to happen because of that, an unauthorized use of my powers
Slow down, 29. It's fine. You are not in trouble.
Okay.
That resourcefulness is what makes you such a valuable asset. The difficulty becomes when one asset starts overtaking the time of another asset.
I understand. I'm sorry. I should have gone through the proper channels. Mr. Sign was helping with a potential sir, you know about me, I assume.
I would certainly hope so.
I have reason to believe that there might be more events and more people who might have gone through something similar. And if these things are connected, I'm afraid that it might pose a similar danger. And so I was trying to gain information as quick as I could so that it could be acted on. But I do understand that that did go around a company policy, and for that, I'm deeply sorry. I should have just gone through the proper channels.
Apology accepted, Agent. I don't believe that you're wrong. I believe that there is something grave and serious, perhaps, taking place, taking form. And that's why you were told to keep looking into it. There are systems in place. And if a piece of information is vital and cannot be obtained any other way, it will be provided for you. Because the mathematicians will find it and report it, and then it will be communicated out.
Of course, sir. Thank you for correcting me. I thank you so much for this. It's kind of running right through me. I need to go. If I can go use the bathroom.
I'll leave you to it.
Appreciate it. And I set the coffee down on my desk and quickly turn to go to the bathroom to cry.
Great. Great. Yeah, he quietly just like clears his throat a little bit and holds out one of those little pocket containers of like tissues.
Oh my god.
Just sort of like surreptitiously holds it out for you.
Thank you, sir. It'll never happen again. And then
Well,
yeah,
enjoy
runs
the
to the
coffee.
bathroom to cry.
Yeah. He lets you go. Amazing. And smashing away from that and all of that business at Abacus, Damon, you eventually at the end of your day head back home to your apartment where I assume Jay is. First question, do you send that piece of paper to Eve like you were planning to?
Yes, I do still do that. Yeah. After
Startling.
I finish,
We will check back on that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you get home to Jay, who I feel like is just sort of full degen in the week-long aftermath of, like, you've got nothing going on at this point basically until you figure out what the next move is.
Right, but I know we need to plan for something, right?
Mhm.
That's where I'm at. So I imagine Damon comes home from their day and Jay is at the apartment with like music blasting, probably like Alanis Morissette or some shit. And I've got travel bags and like snacks and like just there's shit all over the apartment that I clearly just picked up from the mall. And like I bought everybody a travel suitcase because you never know. And I feel like Damon would be a little concerned as to where all of the resources came from for me to be able to acquire such things. But one of the travel cases is entirely snacks I got from the corner store, and the other one is full of K-drama VHSs. So I put it on the tab. It'll be fine. It's only like $50 worth, I swear. I promised the Ajima I would. Nothing? You know how we've been watching that one? What's it called? I can't remember. But you know how we've been watching the one I've been getting the tapes, and then I also come home with like lots of food?
Yes.
So we just have a little bit of a tab.
Whose name is it under, Jay?
It's not mine.
Is it mine, Jay? Is the tab under my name and I'm going to have to pay for it, Jay?
No. I've been paying for it. And also I helped the Ajima with their credit. Just don't tell anybody, okay?
Okay. I would have more questions for you, but I fear that if I did know, it would make me an accomplice in whatever it is that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So ignorance shall be bliss. And it's okay if I don't know what you are doing.
Do you want to see all the stuff I put in your travel case? It's got wheels and a handle, and you can pull it out, and then you can just pull it behind you. It's like the newest thing. Look, no, seriously, check them out. Also, it's got all these pockets, and I filled it with all your favorite snacks.
Jay, as you are doing that, I need you to roll weird.
Okay. That's bad. I just rolled
Nah.
How bad?
It's fine. Do I just roll 1 dice?
2d6.
Okay. 9 minus 1 is 8.
8. Okay, cool. All right. Very cool. Very cool.
Why are you saying it like that?
Very cool. Silence.
Said it, and then we just hear the typing.
Because I'm thinking,
no.
I'm not even typing. I'm just dissociating and thinking about how to do this.
How am I going to attack you in the safety of your own home?
I'm not going to attack you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, so this is Destiny's Plaything. At the beginning of each mystery, this is a new mystery. We get to roll plus weird to see what is revealed about your immediate future as the chosen.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Yeah.
Love that for me.
Yeah. Cool. And on a 7 to 9, you get a vague hint about it.
Got it.
Okay, cool. Jay,
Mm.
you are leaning over to open the case and show Damon, and then mid-sentence, Jay stops talking. And Jay, you don't really experience this the way that Damon does because you're experiencing it internally. Actually, you might not even be experiencing this at all. Damon might be the only one experiencing this. You are going to lose a little bit of time, I think. Damon, you see Jay kind of bent over, and then Jay suddenly freezes, and then Jay sort of jerks back up, not fully upright, but almost into like a hunched over position. Jay's like right arm kind of like twists unnaturally in another jerky motion, like out to one side, and the left arm kind of does the same thing and goes like back over her head. Again, in just a very almost like with like a snap, like in a way that it is very much not supposed to. Jay's hair is just sort of hanging in front of her face, and when she looks at you, the neck just kind of does the same thing where it like snaps to the side, and her eyes are just completely like frosted over. And suddenly she is like thrown off of her feet, almost like she was almost like this invisible force like blasted her, and she is thrown against the wall of your living room.
Am I always being thrown against the wall?
Yeah, you're right. It's a theme. It's fine.
It builds character every time.
Thrown
No,
against the
honestly,
wall of
it's
your
like-
living room, and just sort of like pinned there, like held there against it. And it's just sort of like chanting or like whispering almost in Korean. As this is happening, her mouth opens impossibly large, and the chanting stops. And the only thing that emerges from her kind of like unhinged jaw, super wide mouth, is the sound of childlike laughter.
Jay?
The shadows grow a little bit deeper, the room grows darker, and then just as quickly and suddenly as it happened, it all stops. The shadows retreat, the darkness is gone, the light pours back in, and Jay like drops to the ground.
I immediately run over to like to grab her and go, Jay, are you okay?
Jay,
I guess to see, are they responsive?
Jay, you are fine. You've just like kind of lost like 15 seconds. Like you were going through the suitcase and then suddenly you're like on the other side of the room, but you feel fine.
Okay. I think Jay would just like start getting up and be like, dude, what the fuck was that? That's so weird. Why are you looking at me like that?
Jay?
Yeah.
Your body, you were like, I feel like,
what? Spit it out.
You did the thing where your body freezes, locks up, twists, fucking like you were possessed, or like
the Exorcist thing?
Yeah, like the Exorcist thing.
Are you okay? I literally just fell. Like, I think. I don't know.
Is there like a mark on the wall where
No, it wasn't that violent. It wasn't that hard.
God, I know your limbs were all like no, Jay, you don't remember this?
Bro, I don't even remember what I had for breakfast.
Jay, this is not.
Look, whatever it is, either you're seeing things or I'm forgetting things, and either way, this is not good. right?
I agree. It's not good.
What's gonna solve this? Ramen. I'm so hungry. I don't know why. Do you know why I'm so hungry right now?
It might be because you're possessed or something. Who's to say? Who's to say why?
I thought
Also,
you
did you eat
throw
at
up when
all?
you're
Did you
possessed.
eat today? Did you eat today?
Did I eat today?
Yes.
Maybe.
That's why you're fucking hungry. No,
Maybe.
you didn't eat. You didn't eat. You should have
It's
eaten.
really hard to eat when you're trying to like keep watch and also do nothing illegal at the same time. Nope. Yep. Let's go get ramen. I'm hungry.
What?
And I think Jay just grabs and starts like dragging you to the kitchen and like just starts frantically filling ramen bowls with like water to put in the microwave.
Look, Jay, it's been a day, okay?
Exhausting.
It's been a day. This is a lot.
Do you want egg on yours?
Yes,
I don't know if we
please.
have any. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got some the other day.
Mhm.
Eve sent me a thing. She sent me a thing. There's some kids, a different group of kids.
I don't know what y'all are into, but
what? No, it's about Sutton. They're called the Sutton House 6.
the Sutton House 6?
Yes.
Did they copy us?
No, it was.
That would be weird.
It would be a weird thing. At first that's what I thought was going to happen. It is worse.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
And then Jay like grabs like a towel to like pull one bowl out of the microwave and starts like putting the other bowl in the microwave and then like pours the water into the ramen cup and puts the chopsticks on top and is like, okay, continue.
They murdered some kids. The kids murdered other kids is what I'm saying.
Why can't you just leave things alone? You and Eve, honestly, every time
Eve
I
said
turn
it
around,
to me. Wait, hold on. Wait,
I turn around, I just want to finish my ramen.
Okay, yes, but this is important. What if there's another group out there just like us?
Apparently there is. So
I mean, yes, there is, but what if there's more? If it's more of this ley line bullshit, right? Like I went to one of the math magicians at work and they were telling me that it's not.
Wait, I'm sorry, the what?
They do math magic. It's not a big deal. He was telling me that in the equation, you know, like how our dad was doing equations in the basement of the house.
Mm-hmm.
The math magicians do equations like that, and he was telling me that the equation tied to this Sutton house, the 6 kids who did the murder, who apparently had like some weird fugue state, they fell asleep, woke up, and they committed the murder, whatever it was, you know, that apparently those kids weren't important, but they like something about the place made them do whatever and kill these kids.
As you're talking, Jay is like grabbing banchan out of the fridge and like putting stuff together and like randomly just with chopsticks like throwing food into your mouth to kind of like
and look, they're fucking hold on, let me finish. God. Oh fuck, that's good. Actually, hold on, wait.
Mm-hmm.
And I grab it from you and do like a few.
And then I think that like flashes to like us just sitting at the table with just like food, like all covering the table. Like, okay, all right, I'm ready to listen now. Start over. And like
there were a group of kids. There are 6 of them. They call it the Sutton House 6 because the place that they were in was called Sutton House. It's not a mansion, or it used to be a mansion, but it was a schoolhouse at the time. These 6 kids had some kind of weird event where they fell asleep, went crazy, woke up, and while they were asleep, they killed someone. Those kids, according to the math magic, are the least important part of whatever weird is going on at Sutton House, because there are 2 other people who are apparently big, important pieces of the equation. Just like, I don't know. You remember whatever the stuff at the house, right? At our house. Say
math
house.
stuff.
Right. and there was important. There are people and things that are important, and there are two people who are important. I don't know who one of them fucking is,
Okay.
but the other one's name is Robin Vay.
Wait a minute.
Yes. Yeah. The chances of two Vays being a part of some weird location-based fuckery seems very low on a coincidence, ratio.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Did you tell Eve this yet?
I've already sent them the information. I haven't heard back though.
Okay.
I'm sure it's got to be a lot for her.
Well, I hope whoever he is not related and we don't have to kill him. And Jay just like shoves a whole egg into their mouth.
Why would killing them be the first thing you think of?
I just mean it's been a lot of killing lately. It's all you've been talking about the entire time I've been making food.
No. There was a singular killing. There weren't multiple killing. Actually,
Okay, multiple
no,
at
wait, no.
one
We
time.
want to talk about killing. How about you and fucking? How about you? Huh? You're going.
Don't you start this? She
Damon.
hasn't.
You can't just be killing random people.
It
Just
wasn't random.
It
Naomi
was.
sneezes.
Right?
It was.
Smash cut away.
Look, I get it. Nayeli has needs. I get that. You can't enable it to the degree in which people start dying.
Okay, well, we have two options, all right? They can go off on their own, or they can go off with protection.
Why can't we just get them like
give
blood
me a better
bags?
option.
Why can't we just go to the fucking blood bank, get blood bags?
Are you going to eat the same thing every day? You just going to eat white rice every day, all the time, forever, for the rest of your life with nothing else?
This is so
You
different.
expect them to do that?
This is so different. It is
not
so
different.
different.
It is not different.
It is. Because me eating rice every day isn't the same as draining someone of their blood, Jay. That's a human being.
Okay, but you get to eat other things with the rice. What is they all going to do?
People aren't just food.
There's
They're
no
also
spices
people.
for vampires.
That's what the fuck are we talking about? We are talking about two completely different things. You're talking about the fucking flavor palette of bagged blood while I'm telling you not to fucking kill people.
If you had to eat the same thing every day, maybe once in a while you'd want to do a murder, okay? I'm just having empathy for our sibling.
We can have empathy.
Damon and Jay, mid-conversation, mid-fight, your phone starts to ring. And we're going to take advantage of this brief pause to take our break and come back in 10 minutes. Don't go away. We'll see you. And hello, we are back. Just getting stuff sorted here. Hope y'all had a nice break. Let's get right back into the Sayer House 6. We paused on the phone ringing in your apartment, Damon. Mid-fight, mid-scream with Jay.
I feel like Damon's the kind of person where the moment the phone starts ringing, Damon's like, well, I have to go answer this now. And we'll like immediately just try to like mid shouting, just go, okay, no. Okay, no. We'll talk about this later. We will talk about this later as I'm like walking over towards the phone.
And I think I just sigh in exasperation and then just start unpacking all the snacks out of your travel case.
Ooh. No, come on. Hello,
Eve. You have a little bit of an impression of what might be going on as you pick up the phone.
Hello.
Hey, you guys okay over there?
Yeah, no, we're good. Just the usual.
You sure? Because Nayeli has not stopped sneezing for like 3 to 4 minutes, and
Sneeze again. What is up with this?
We will talk. We probably will end up talking about it later. It's fine. Did you get my email?
I sure did, buddy.
Yeah. I I guess, how do you feel about it?
I mean, 30 years ago in London, I don't know. It's not a common name, but it can't be that uncommon either.
Yeah.
I can look into it more. I
mean, if you need me to potentially do like a background check, I can do that. I couldn't even possibly calculate the odds, right?
I'm sure Kane could. And I'm sure Cora did. So
You think she has something to do with it? Or maybe why you... Oh boy. Okay.
listen, it looks like they needed 6. It looks like 6 is a number that's important for whatever they're doing. If it's happened this time, last time, I can check into it. Cora implied that there were other times before her, including her own siblings. So I'm sure 6 is a number we're going to see recurrent.
Yeah.
And it's not out of the realm of possibilities that if they need something specific, that might also be something. I don't know. There's something in the formula that I can't quite remember, but there was a variable that had to be solved for.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
The person I got this information from seemed to believe that those two, specifically Harrison and Robin, were the most important part of whatever equation was being solved for here, and that's outside of the 6. He kept telling me that the 6 people were unimportant, but I don't believe that. It just feels too...
We can look into it. What they probably mean is that 6, the number 6 is more important than the individual 6 in this case. And that doesn't mean they're unimportant. They're human beings, but
Yeah, but if it was the number, then why are 2 people who aren't a part of the 6 more important?
maybe because they were supposed to be victims and they lived.
Maybe. We can get some more information about them to see if they were actually attacked during it, then maybe that would give us some information. There's, you saw in the thing, there's all the information about where all of the kids ended up, or I guess which prisons they all ended up in. And
Well, as somebody who's done a lot of historical record tracking and those kinds of things, it's always better to do them locally. Also, I want to go look at the house.
of course you do.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Eve.
Of course he does what? You just hear clattering in the background.
What did...
Jay, do you have a passport?
Jay, do you have a passport?
I can get one.
Okay, cool. You should get one.
Does Nayeli have one?
Yeah, I have Nayeli's passport.
Okay. Oh.
That's why I stay with Eve.
Yeah, I have Nayeli's passport. I have your birth certificate. I have Jay's birth certificate.
Wait, you have my birth certificate?
Yeah. Tell Eve I need that because I need it to acquire my passport in a legal manner.
Do you want me to just apply for it? Tell Jay I'll just apply for the passport.
No.
Eve said that they'll apply for you if you need
that. No, it's fine. I'll do it. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, Jay's probably going to do something illegal to get their passport, so I would just
let them
figure it out.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
I did also get I did get Carter's death certificate, so we do have that now.
Okay. I think it's probably safer with you, I imagine. So, okay.
Where are we going?
London. We're going to London.
We're going to London.
And when you say you're going to London, that jogs your memory. Damon, maybe only Jay. I feel like Jay and Damon are probably the only ones with regular contact with your sixth sibling, who has always been here. Always been part of your lives, obviously. The third Moon sibling, who Jay, if you've spoken to recently, you know is going by the name Whiskey. And last time you talked was in London.
Okay, so then when Damon says we're going to London, Jay just goes, fuck yes! And then like starts unpacking all the swimsuits and the travel cases because Jay was going to take them on vacation somewhere a lot warmer than London, but apparently we have to go to London now. So as Jay's throwing literally everything in the middle of the floor, much to Damon's chagrin.
God damn it.
And Jay just goes, we have to call Whiskey.
Oh. Are they in London?
I don't like that tone.
It was just a question.
Whiskey is one of us, Damon.
I agree. I wasn't detracting from that. I agree. Yes. Whiskey is one of us.
I don't think I have Whiskey's birth certificate.
Nayeli's like
That's
leaning in
probably
on
for
the
the
phone
best.
with Eve, just kind of like.
Nayeli, did we ever figure out if you can cross water, or do we have to put you in dirt? Okay.
No, I tried that. Yeah, we read Dracula. I forget when did we read? Anyway, I can do that
since high school. I don't remember, but yeah,
I can do it. I was curious. I've done a lot of the vampire tropes. Not a problem.
Okay, so that's good. Carter, I have to figure out what to do with you.
I mean, can't Carter just... I mean, Carter is a ghost.
I got Carter's suitcase.
Oh, cool. We'll just put Carter in his suitcase.
I'm actually
great.
I'm actually pretty sure that I have to go wherever you guys go.
No, I assumed that,
Yeah,
but I like,
so.
do I have to buy you a ticket, or are they gonna...
How would they know?
Well, that's the thing.
Nobody's gonna know.
He's a ghost. No one can
Well,
see
here's
him.
the thing. Are you sure?
We were at the diner and no one saw him.
That's true.
Is that an always thing or a you know what? We'll figure it out.
I mean, even if it's
the suitcase?
You can use the suitcase for something else.
You can use the suitcase for something else.
Oh, come on. I learned all the inside so you would be so comfy in it. Ugh,
I
okay,
don't
fine.
know if he can feel how comfy it is.
I sort of feel like she's making fun of me.
It does. Look, don't.
She's just like that.
Yeah, don't listen to her. She's in a mood right now.
Fine, I'll put your snacks in it.
Thank
Snacks?
you. Yeah, like travel snacks.
Oh, like little blood bites?
No, not like that. Like trail mix
Yeah.
and pretzels.
Okay.
Look, okay. Hey, Eve, while you're
Yeah.
there, can you ask
Yeah.
Nayeli if there's a chance like blood bags would be something that like she'd be into and that could help, with needing to drink blood and not necessarily having to attack.
Seasoning for vampires.
I'm not talking to you right now. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Eve.
More
We've done
clanging.
that. I think we've done that.
I mean, the thrill of the hunt is sort of adding the seasoning, which is, I
know it tastes better when it's fresh because of the pumping of the blood and it's oxygenated. I know, I understand that. I understand the oxygenation is part of it, but like that's the same thing with like cows and sheep and things like that. It's just stale. Yeah, she can do the blood bag. It's just stale.
It's like eating old unseasoned rice. You know what I mean? Like the blandest white person made this rice, you know?
Yeah. It's like she can, like, if we have to get through like airport security, like, yeah, actually no, we can't take that through airport security.
I just
That's not
mean
gonna
like
work, Damon.
No, I'm not talking about airport security. I'm talking about in general.
I can
If we can prevent
mind force someone to give me just a little blood. Fine.
No, that's coercion. That's coercion.
Do you see
I'm great at it.
better?
What? Come on. I can't be the only one here who understands that assault and murder are bad.
It's that or manipulation. Take your pick.
It's that or no.
Okay, well,
blood bags. We just
well,
what if we found
I
a
can
way
live
to
with it.
Is it like stale immediately, or is it like an overtime
what are
deal?
you gonna do? Are you gonna just like do like at home donations and then just provide your own?
If that stops
hospital?
Nayeli from having to attack people, I'm more than happy to donate my
It's
own
not
blood.
attack.
Okay.
I tried.
In that case, I can get some supplies for that.
Okay, thank you.
It's not attacking. I try to find the obvious losers and like jerk men of the world.
Please,
and
I know you aren't going to be able to. I can hear them trying to justify over there.
Just
Tell
muttering.
them, and I know you may not care, but if you could please explain to them why it doesn't matter if they're a subjectively bad person from Nayeli's perspective, attacking random people that happen to be bad is still maybe not a good idea.
Okay, so I will get some stuff for.
Okay, yeah, no, yes.
For some, yeah.
So I'm still half human. I can eat food. I get a little hungry for blood after a while, but like I can do snacks, like normal snacks. The blood bites are better in there, but like I can do, normal people food just fine for a couple days.
Listen, I feel like this is the least thing that we need to be concerned about, because I feel like we should really be more concerned about, like,
there's so much to be concerned about.
Yeah, well, like the house possessing people in order to kill other people. I'm more worried about. I want to see the house. I care. Love you. I care more about the house right now.
Thank you for caring about my snacks, but I'm fine.
Like I appreciate and understand the moral dilemma with which you are grappling in association with your family. We got to deal with that house because it's a 30-year cycle. It's a 30-year cycle. So yeah, we've got a couple years, but if we don't deal with it right now, during that couple of years, Sayer House is going to start to regenerate itself. We have to deal with it. According to Kane's notes, we have to deal with these other houses before their cycle repeats, because if we don't, then the Sayer House is going to come back. So like we pick a fight.
Yeah, no.
The blood bites in my snack. Thank you.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
All right. I do appreciate your morals and ethics. I do. I want you to understand that.
It's okay.
I'm not dismissing them outright.
It's okay.
We just don't have time for them right now, okay?
It's okay.
All right. I'm gonna go book some plane tickets. I have some points.
All right. Yeah. Okay. See you all in London, I guess.
All right. Bye, Jay.
Eve says bye.
Jay doesn't say anything, but the minute you hang up, Jay is literally right in front of your face and is like, there is no fucking way you are donating blood to our sibling on a regular basis. What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? That feels...
And as you start screaming at each other once again, we are going to smash cut to a busy London street as you all pile out of the same taxi cab. And I think as you step out, Eve, you were sort of the first one out. and we pick up with you on a payphone. Shout out 1999. Speaking to, like, you've just called the number that you were given, which is like a friend of a friend, or maybe like an old business acquaintance who like specializes in these old British houses. Since you sort of reached out to your network about this place. Sorry, Frodo is back in action.
Baby.
So you're talking to Herbie.
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 The car?
The love
Yes,
bug?
the car. The love bug. Love bug himself.
Great. Can you come pick us up?
Don't do this. Don't
He
do
must. He must.
this. Peace. Stop.
Stop.
He's bullying me. Ow. All right. Herbie is on the other line and is speaking to you, and says, yeah, I mean, why do you want to know about this place, Eve?
So, I suspect there's a ley line underneath of it, and I suspect that the house itself is feeding off of it for horribly violent, nefarious purposes. What I want to know is how much someone would care if a couple people went into it and dealt with the problem potentially destructively, but also if you potentially know what might be going on in there.
Is this like some sort of Ghost Hunters International thing? You are beginning to suspect Herbie may not be clued in to the supernatural.
Yeah. Upon that, yeah, kind of. It's kind of like a Ghost Hunters International thing, but it's a little bit more linked to, I guess, less ghosts and more like other kind of phenomenon, if you understand. Like, maybe more like, demons or like cryptids than ghosts exactly.
Well, I'm assuming that when you say demons, you've got like air quotes around them, and you're not speaking about literal demons, because if that's what's going on, then yeah, I would say you've maybe got demons. It's kind of a strange situation with that house, right? So it was built very, very, very long time ago. For the wealthy family that lived there, and throughout the generations, it kind of traded hands. Eventually, it wound up being turned into a school. And it was a school for a while. Sutton House Academy, I think it was called, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some dark things that went there. The school lasted a little bit longer after that, but it got shut down eventually. Now, as of the last maybe 10, 15 years ago, it's, well, I suppose you might politely say it's under new management.
Whose?
This group of counterculture types, anarchists, squatters, really. They're just squatters, really. But the house wasn't being used for anything. It was just sitting there empty, rotting. They moved in. Now, well, let's say the neighbors give a lot of noise complaints. And the Bobbies won't do anything about it, of course, because they're not exactly hurting anything. The house is not really in use for anything. So they just, play loud music and paint on the walls and talk about overthrowing the government. And yeah, That's about it. There's a big sign up front now that just says the Blue House.
So I take it that means there aren't any Suttons around to contest that then.
Like relatives?
Yeah.
Well, maybe, but the house, passed out of their ownership a long time ago, around the time when the school started up.
Do you know who was running that school?
Not off the top of my head, no.
All right.
They seemed like friendly enough folks. I spoke to a couple of them while I was checking it out for you, but
Do you think that they'll mind if we stop in?
no, people come and go all the time. It looks like they have musicians, if you can call it that, that perform there.
All right. I think that'll be a good start then, Herbie. If they don't have any issue with us coming in and taking a look around, I think that's the best place that we can start. The only other thing I've got a question of, while you were looking into the history of the place, were there any other deaths on the property before it became a school? Anything like that? Is there, I don't know, is this the kind of place where we might run into a family plot?
I don't think so. I mean, not that I saw. Anyway, there were deaths, of course, like natural deaths, but really just that one black mark on the tragedy.
All right. Well, thank you, and hopefully I won't have to bother you about this again.
Yeah. No, I mean, no problem. As long as you're here, feel free to look me up.
Yeah, I'll appreciate that. Actually, one other thing before I go. Do you know where the best place is to look for records of maybe people who were involved in some of the school activities? Do you know if the records are still in the school or were they taken out?
Cool. I couldn't begin to tell you, but honestly, your best bet would probably be to ask the squatters if there were any files or anything like that that got left behind. They probably got their hands on them.
Yeah.
Just hope they haven't burned them.
Yeah, that is always a possibility. It's all right. I was just looking into many, the records at the school probably aren't complete enough to tell us what I wanted to know anyway. I'm looking into two people who left the school around the time of the attacks and where they might have gone after. If they stayed in London or went elsewhere.
I'll be fine what you're looking for.
All right. Well, you take care of yourself, Herbie.
Yeah, I'll look after myself. You do the same.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Go. You have the phone?
All right. Pop out of the little stereotypical red phone booth and look at the others. So it is occupied, but they're anarchists, and I don't think they're going to give much of a shit about us going around in there. At least to start. They might take issue if we start, tearing the house apart, but that's something we can deal with if it comes to it.
I can just tell them to stop.
How many people can you do that at once to?
It's a great question.
I mean, we could just, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna.
Like I said, they're living there. No one else is living there. I don't really want to make anyone leave if we don't have to. But it's also, they're potentially only safe for another 4 years until they hit the 30 mark. But there don't seem to be any deaths prior to that incident.
Carter materializes right next to you and says, I mean, That's assuming that there is a cycle.
That is true. That is assuming there's a cycle. We are basing that on the fact that 10 years ago, the Sayer house had a cycle, and Cora told me that pretty explicitly that her family killed other children over the years to keep the house fed.
Yeah, but it might be different for different places. I mean, we don't even know if it's the same kind of spirit or whatever.
No. All we know is that it's on the ley line, and Kane called it out as a issue, and there was a Vey here. That's all we've got. So,
I mean, we do have the locations of living members of the Sutton House 6. I don't know how much they probably don't remember much about the event itself, but they could tell us about maybe the events leading up to it, what life was like there, if there was any weird things that any of the faculty of staff might have been doing, similar to Kane and Cora.
we could ask about that. I do want to see if we can find the records. I want to see if there was a row there. Student, teacher, staff.
Yeah, that'd be smart. This place used to be a mansion made by, as you might have guessed, a Sutton. But I don't know if that has any connection with the Rose like Sayer House did or not, but might be worth looking into as well. If it was built here potentially specifically for being on a ley line like Sayer House was, there might be some connection there.
You think they have a vampire? We have me. What if they have?
So
If they don't, we can give them one.
Yeah.
So that's
What does that mean? Wait, no.
that's the thing. It doesn't seem like, as far as I can tell from the research I was able to do, the kids didn't really have anything in common with each other. That's why they called it kind of like the newspaper referred to it as like mass hysteria, because they all kind of like one day did this thing, but so it doesn't seem like they were connected like we were. But that doesn't mean that they're all normal either.
Yeah.
You gave us 6 names, Will. How many of those 6 are alive in prison?
Probably 5 of them. They're not all still in jail. Some of them have been released.
Maybe those are the ones we try to find first? Or, as much as I'm loath to say, it might be easier to find the ones who are still in prison, and might be easier to get them to talk to us, because I don't know how many visitors they're getting nowadays.
I can make them talk to us. Come on.
Would rather we don't mentally manipulate the people who might be traumatized by
Your
being
empath thing.
mentally manipulated by a house that made them kill someone.
Jay,
Uh-huh.
if your priority is finding whiskey while you're here, then you know from the last time you talked, which was not that long ago, that they were staying somewhere that they called the Blue House.
Okay. Well, you guys figure out what you're gonna do. This all sounds great. I have to go find whiskey. Because I feel like we should all be together before we start making decisions.
Okay, that's fair. Do you know where they are?
Blue House. That's where they said they would be.
Cool. That is the Sutton house.
What? No, it's blue. It's the Blue House, is what they said.
Yeah, Herbie, sorry. I skipped right over that. Yeah. Herbie said that that's what the anarchists, the squatters, have renamed it to. The people who I said weren't going to care if we showed up. That's because they just are hanging out, playing music, plotting to overthrow the government. Is Whiskey trying to overthrow the? You know what?
Yeah, I love that.
But yeah, anyway, it's the same place. So if they're at the Sutton house already, I am curious to see which came first, the blue house or Whiskey.
Is it actually blue? The house?
I don't know. The pictures were black and white. And the floor plans are floor plans, so there's no color indicated in those. That kind of defeats the purpose of a floor plan.
Take your word for it.
So in that case, do we want to skip the survivors and just go find Whiskey, or
Go to the blue house. Sounds fun. Anarchists sound fun. Maybe they're more fun and let me do fun things.
We could
I
go to the blue house and then maybe Damon or I or Damon, because Damon doesn't like when I do things, can
Don't just
figure
say
out
it like it's a
where the
neutral statement.
prison people are with our resources. Sometimes you like to use your resources better than my resources.
I am above the table going to say it's probably better if we wait to go to the blue house until we actually have our sibling with us. So
Mhm.
I think jail and or knocking on people's doors is probably the best place for us to start.
I would agree.
Okay, fine. Anarchy later.
Well, to be clear, okay, so you said it would be best to wait until your sibling is with you, but they're at the
That's
blue
above
house.
the table. That is
I
me,
see what you're
Julia, saying
I
it's
see what
probably
you're
better
saying.
that we wait until we actually have
Okay.
our next player before we go to this location.
Mm.
That is my above the table player recommendation to the rest of the players.
Above the table, I will say, feel no such constraints.
Okay. Anarchy. Anarchy.
Anarchy.
You all can go to Blue
Oh,
House
come.
and find.
It's your literal sibling.
I'm aware.
Oh.
Look, it's fine. It's fine. You know what? You and I will go. We'll go get Whiskey. We'll go reunite. You two can go do prison stuff, whatever you like. And Jay will grab Natalie's hand and just kind of start briskly walking in the other direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait. So if you're going to the Anarchy House, when you get there, I need you to do me a quick favor. Herbie didn't think there was going to be one, but I need you just to double check for me if there is a family plot, or if you see any kind of circles like we saw in Cora's bedroom. Like, keep an eye out on those and don't touch them.
You're asking the two people who are very prone to touching things to not touch them.
Only if they are a family plot or they look like those Fae-related circles that we saw in Cora's room. I'm asking for two things. Touch everything else.
Jay just
Within
rolls
reason.
her eyes at you. Yes,
Nayeli.
mother. Grabs Ellie.
All Nayeli hears is touch everything.
All right,
Maybe
if you get
we'll
stuck
do
in
a
a Fae
murder
trap,
on the
I
way.
can't help you.
Yes, you can. Bye.
I won't.
Yes, you will. You love me.
You ready to go to prison, Damon?
Yes, I guess. Let's do this. Would I have been? No, I wouldn't have been able to bring my car over.
You would not have been able to bring your car over, sadly.
Tragic.
But you maybe have a
But
briefcase version of the contact system.
a briefcase phone.
Yeah.
It's so
a
funny.
briefcase phone.
I love it.
It's a
I have
brick.
to
Very Umbrella Academy.
I have to. I still have to hook it up to to a
Oh, for sure.
phone
Yes. Yeah.
line.
No, it's not magic.
Yeah. Wireless phones is magic. What? It's not plugged into anything? How does it? How do
Right.
you?
Exactly. Who
You
was
sure?
phone?
So yeah.
Okay, you're splitting up.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Very cool. Very cool.
When you're this happy, it makes me nervous. I just want to let you know.
Am
Yeah.
I
When you say
happy? Do I seem
awesome,
happy?
very cool, that's a lot of like positive reaffirmations in one
Yeah,
You're like,
because you
small
guys
bare
are
window.
because you guys are doing awesome and you're all very cool.
that gives me even more fear.
Uh,
I was gonna say,
all right.
you're trying to gaslight the wrong people.
I've never gaslit anybody. I've never done that before. Certainly not players in a TTRPG game that I was running. Okay, cool. So yeah, you are gonna head to the prisons. Eve and Damon, you are heading for one of the prisons, I guess presumably the closest one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. And so you're probably gonna have to take another cab. So Eve, there are no shortage out here in the center of London. You can easily hail one and then start climbing in. Eve, you open the door to the cab and you get inside, and a familiar person is already sitting inside waiting for you. If you look back, things seem to have the world seems to have kind of stopped. Except for this moment, the same way that it did in the bedroom back in Sayer House.
Uh,
Damon, you are not experiencing this.
What?
cool. Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I figured.
Yes.
Oh, hi. I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to come this far.
I mean, I don't love being here. They seem tense.
Are you allowed to be here?
I'm not forbidden. It's just been a long time.
Hmm.
You know, I know that you've always sought the answers for everything.
Mm-hmm.
But here, you might not like what you find.
I don't think I'm going to like anything I find until these ley line houses are crushed. Everything Cora told me was ugly, and I think everything that we're going to find going forward is going to be just as ugly.
But you know that's not what I mean.
You mean Harrison Fuller and Robin?
I'm You know I can't say.
That's why I'm not asking. Not really. I never asked before. I'm not going to ask now.
I'm just saying that if you start pulling at these threads, things might unravel. You don't have to. You can leave it alone.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, I can't. Because if I leave it alone, then the Sayer house will come back.
Maybe. That's what Cora said.
That's what Cora said. That's what Kane's notes say. And did something. I can't remember what I did. Exactly. But I know I gave something up. I can't stop now after having done that.
Yeah, I know. I know. You can't leave it alone. You never could. Did you go to the house?
Not yet. I'm going to. I'm going to go to the house.
If you want your answers, you should go to the house.
You don't think anyone else will have them?
Not the questions that you're looking to answer.
Then this part isn't for me. Damon needs this.
You're looking for different things?
Damon doesn't dismiss people as unimportant in the math. This is for him. Will you go to the house when I get there? Will you be there or can you not go?
I can go to the house. Where you go after, that might be a different story.
I'll see you at the house then.
There's that same sort of like rush of air as kind of the sound of the world starts back up and kind of crashes in on you. And Damon, you're just sort of waiting for Eve to move over so that you can get into the cab.
You good?
Yeah, sorry. I thought I saw something. Come on in.
I get in. Oh, there's a cat in here.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Okay, so I did see something.
Yeah, no.
I did see something. I thought, okay,
following us.
These British taxi cabs with their cats.
Okay, I'm not crazy. I did see something.
Okay. Yeah. No, we're good.
You give the driver the prison that you're looking for, and then they start driving.
Yeah.
Ellie and Jay, you take a different ride, presumably, or maybe the tube. It's up to you. You could have like a double-decker Spice Girls scene.
No, I was gonna say, can we take a double-decker bus and we're at the top and we're totally having a Spice Girls moment and everyone is looking at us like we're like wild, but we're really just looking for people to do a murder.
Correct. Yeah, you're having a wild Spice Girls party up at the top, and Carter's with you
Yes.
as well. Just like kind of quietly sitting, like, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't do that. I don't know. Anyway, eventually, the bus comes close enough to the address that you were given for the Blue House, and you get off the bus. The tour continues, and you walk the like 3 blocks to the Blue House. It is a London high street. It's off of a London high street, so it's just a lot of like different row homes that are lining the block. You see like a bunch of different small businesses like pubs and pharmacies and things like that that have sort of been built into it. And kind of at the top of the street, it sort of like rounds a bend, and sitting at that bend there is this big house. It's not exactly a mansion by like modern standards. It's not a mansion in the same way that like a McMansion is. It doesn't have the same square footage, but it is still a very large building, especially here in this like center of London. Um, However, it is clearly very old. It has clearly not been super well cared for. Although, as you look, you can see that the garden is pretty well maintained. It looks like vegetables are being grown here. Things are like climbing up trellises that have been set up. The house itself almost looks like at some point in its history it was split into 2 different units. There's kind of like one the bit at the piece at the end, which is sort of like almost like a crenellation, um is a different color from the rest of the house, as if it was like split into 2 units and then at some point recombined. And sure enough, there's just like a piece of plywood that has been bolted onto the front of the house next to the front door, presumably, that just says in like big blue letters that have just been painted on the Blue House. Remnants of like flyers and things like that are like left overboard, just like staples and tatters of paper. And yeah, you find yourself standing on the other side of the garden wall, which is very low, just sort of a low stone wall, with an open gate. Like the gate has been removed, and it would be very easy for you to walk up to the front. Out behind the house, you can kind of see like what looks like a barn, maybe, or like a carriage house. You're not sure. What do you do?
Naeli is just following Jay. Jay is the chaos, and Naeli understands that and knows that it'll go well.
All right. Well, I think when we walk up, Jay will look at Naomi and be like, so we can go inside the front door, we can try to sneak in the back, or we can go do a murder instead. You pick.
Oh, that is very tempting on all 3 counts, but we could maybe do item 3 with item 1 or 2. Somebody surely is an asshole, and I guess there's sometimes assholes, right? Like,
and even if not completely killing them, we can, because Damon's not here, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, do you want to? Should we just? I feel like walking in is rude. Although I did tell Whiskey we were coming, but
we go in the back. Let's try. I mean, do they have actual horses here? Are they that kind of fancy, or anything?
Is it just like old?
Oh,
I don't know though. Do you want to go look for horses? Do you?
It doesn't look like they have horses back there. It looks like it's maybe been converted into storage or something. It's hard to say, but it was a carriage house at some point.
Okay, fine. Let's just go through the front door. What's the worst that could happen?
Can you do that? Do you need to be invited in? I can't remember.
Y'all have been my siblings for a long, long time.
Look,
the conventional vampire things do not apply to me because I am half human.
Right. But isn't it like, how some mixed people have like the hard earwax versus like the liquidy earwax? It's like some are lactose intolerant, some aren't.
Okay, but real, you didn't have to call me. But yeah, no, that's true. I'm not one of those.
Okay, no, that's fine. I wasn't sure. I can.
No, I'm just gonna bust open the front door.
Yeah, I think as you were standing there having this conversation, the front door is actually going to open, and there is a woman standing on the other side. She looks to be maybe in her like late 30s, early 40s, but she is, to put it plainly, very punk rock. Half of her head is shaved. The other half has gone like fully gray before it was like cool. Like you might think it's dyed, but it looks pretty natural. And yeah, she was clearly once very very hot, and she still is, but like there are like worry lines on her face. She's not wearing any makeup or anything like that. She is wearing these like very worn coveralls that are unbuckled and kind of like hanging loose at the waist. What looks like a band shirt underneath. Though the logo and the name of the band is so long faded, it's impossible to say. You can see tattoos peeking out from her arms as they come out of the sleeves. And she has like an apron kind of like tied around her waist and like fastened in the front. In the manner of somebody who's clearly used to working in like kitchens and things like that. And she has a rag in her hand that she's like drying her hands with as she opens the door, and she looks between the two of you. It says, can I help you?"
Well, we're looking for someone.
When you speak, she clocks that you are American, and she gives a little nod, and she says, "Ah, right. Yeah. Anya doesn't play until 7:30. If you want to come back, or I mean, you're
Ooh,
welcome to come inside and
Anya?
wait, I guess. But yeah, Anya Saint. You're American. I assumed you were here for the show.
I mean, it sounds cool. I'll
There's a
go.
show?
Okay. Do you want to tell me what you're actually doing here? You said you were looking for someone. Why don't you come inside?
See, even if I did have the
Didn't matter. Didn't matter.
Naomi like mutters like, "See, it wouldn't have mattered anyway."
You're like, no, that was so cool.
Um,
No, we're looking for sibling wars.
she like lets you, and she holds the door open for you to walk in, and she like tucks the rag through her apron strings and starts like leading you back into what is unmistakably the kitchen area. It's very large, sprawling kitchen that looks like it is in remarkably good condition. As you move through the house, you can tell that it had fallen into disrepair, and it looks like steps have been taken to reinforce things and to fix it up within the scope of like still squatting here, right? So like they can't do like major construction or anything like that. So there are just like panels of plywood and 2x4s that have been like nailed to like reinforce, crumbling bits of wall. Almost like everything has been painted over, but like in a very intentional way. It's not just like graffiti. Like there are, murals on walls and things like that. That clearly have a lot of meaning behind them, and a lot of care was put into them. Uh, and yeah, she kind of like leads you through the back. You pass by this like pile of rags in like the living room, and I think you're a little bit startled as it like moves, and you see like a very thin, sort of gaunt looking, hollowed, sunken eyes, like a bald man, like sort of like lift his head up and like look out at you all with this very like startled expression on his face.
Natalie waves.
He ducks back into the pile of rags like a turtle. And the woman who let you in will speak, and she'll say, "It's just wasted. Don't mind him."
Okay.
So, do you want a cup of tea, or?
Sure. Tea
Okay.
sounds good.
Sure.
I suppose I was just being polite.
Oh.
I mean, if you want water, I could get you water.
It's
or
fine.
Oh,
You got
we are so
any-
good.
Yeah, no.
Great.
Fine.
Thanks, though.
Yeah, she like puts the kettle on, and I'm sorry, I didn't get your names.
We didn't give them yet. That would be why. I'm Jay. This is. I think Jay doesn't know if Nayeli wants to introduce as Nayeli or make something up, because we might do a murder. That's up to you.
I'm Naomi.
I'm gonna give you the option.
Somewhere Damon is sneezing every time Jay says the word murder.
Right. You can call me Dorsey. Most everyone around here does.
Okay. You don't happen to know anybody named Whiskey, do you?
she like pauses for a second as she is getting the tea together, and you pick up on it, like you perceive that she like stops moving for just a second, turns around with the tea, 2 mugs of tea in hand, and puts one in front of each of you. Puts out some milk also, but no sugar, of course. Are they in trouble?
Probably, I don't know.
I tend to get in trouble.
Do you think that?
I don't tend to get in trouble, really.
So they were here, showed up probably about a week ago. They, I told them that they were early for the show, and they said that they would stick around, and she kind of gestures to the house and says, we're not kicking anyone out of here. At least not unless they give us a reason to. I thought that they had moved on, and thought it was kind of strange that they did it before the show, but they seemed excited about it.
What's this show?
Right. Yeah, you said you didn't. Hold on. And she like ruffles through some drawers and then turns around, and she has like on a blue sheet of paper, kind of like a very sort of like old school Xeroxed, what is clearly like sort of a punk show flyer situation with in big sprawling letters across the top. It says like, one night only, Anya Saint, at the Blue House at the bottom, with like the time 7:30 listed. And there's this sort of like grayscale picture of a woman holding a microphone up to her face. Her head's kind of like craned back, but you still get a pretty good look at her face. And when she sets it down on the table and you're both staring at it, kind of at a loss for words. It's not identical. Exactly. This woman sure does look a lot like Nayeli. That's where we're going to end this episode of the Sayer House 6.
What?
All these weird family members popping up out of nowhere.
How do you do this every time?
It's my job.
That's my job.
It's literally my job.
Every ending, I'm always like, surely not. I will not leave this on a cliffhanger that makes me scream.
And every time you're wrong.
And every time.
Every time.
Mhm.
Every time.
Every time.
All right. Well, had a lot of fun here tonight. We did the thing, and next time we will have our 6th sibling with us.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for that. But for tonight, we will go around and we will do our introductions, and then we will find someone to raid. We do have a couple options. We'll probably hop over. Oh, what's up?
No. Is Stella Luna still going? Can we raid Stella?
Probably. I don't follow Stella Luna, but I will look into it while we get into our outros. Okay. Julie, if you want to kick us off.
Sure. Hi, I'm Julia. Tonight I've been Eve Bay. You can find me on all social media platforms under Hex What. If you enjoyed my nonsense, I'll be here tomorrow doing more nonsense with our Star Trek Gallant game, where I will be playing First Officer Nico Bard. We have to deal with internal affairs. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun for us. We 2 out of the 3 players covered up of our own independent decision something from Starfleet, and it got found out anyway, so that sucks. Other than that, everything I do here at LFTA every other Saturday, class reunion as Kelly Violet every other Sunday, in Academy H as Lyra Kroll, and every other Thursday in Never Ember's Enigma as Lavinia Hale. Remember, ACAB does include Lavinia Hale. That's all for me. Good night.
And Kendo.
Hi, everybody. It's me, your boy, Kendrick or Kendo, whichever you prefer. You can find me everywhere on the internet that matters at Kendo Makes Films. If you go there and you can't find me, guess what? You're somewhere that don't matter that much. Find a better place. And you can find more of the actual play stuff that I do over at my actual play channel or show. It's not really a channel because it's not a stream. But you can find my show Tales Yet Told wherever you get your podcasts and anywhere on the internet at Tales Yet Told, and specifically Blue Sky at talesyettold.com, which guess what? You can also find us at talesyettold.com. We just released an episode not that long ago of a Dream Investigator, which is a solo solo-ish journaling-ish game about dreaming and then analyzing those dreams in a very Lynchian, like semi bureaucratic institution that I did then turn into medical corporate horror. And then I made a 2-player game because I hate playing games by myself. So you can go check that out. I think it's the best episode I've put out ever. So I think you should listen to it. Not to obviously excluding all of Voices in the Wood, because all of the Voices in the Wood is just amazing. But that's that. You can also find me every Thursday, except this upcoming Thursday, over at Bad House RPG, playing Eternity in Jersey City, where I am playing King, also known as Judas Iscariot, while White Jesus still tries to take us through whatever bullshit he's taking us through in Jersey. I think that's all I'm doing now, which is probably good for my bandwidth. So yeah, go find me on those places.
Val?
Well, hi, that me. I am Val, or Space Valkyries. You can pretty much find me everywhere at Space Valkyries. I don't have a whole lot going on right now because I just started the college semester and math is kicking my ass. I am not a math magician, turns out. But I did just get a gay cyberpunk short story published at Lightspeed. So if you want to go to Lightspeed magazine and read that, it's to access 7 obelisks, press enter. Go read that. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. More on gay cyberpunk in just a second, but first, Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I do things on the internet sometimes. I have some stuff coming up, mostly all in October, that I'm recording this week, next week, and then I have vampire game stuff coming up, which I'm excited about, which I don't know when that's releasing, and some really cool other stuff come up. Apparently, I'm very popular in October, but yeah, so Blue Sky and stuff, but like go follow my friends and shit because they're cool. Okay, thanks.
All right, and hello, hi, my name is Will. I was your storyteller this evening, and I will be your storyteller again. I was like, man, I have such a busy week, and I don't. It's next week that's busy. I will not be back until Saturday at 11 a.m., where we should be doing class reunion, I think, our 5e homebrew isekai about a group of high school students from Ohio who've been trapped in a fantasy world for 10 years. And then next week is busy, but the big thing about that is, speaking of gay cyberpunk, next Wednesday, the 10th, is the premiere of Neon, our, okay, these moderators. My computer trying hard to keep with everything.
Uh-oh. Oh.
I'm frozen.
Oh.
We good?
I think so.
I'm
I don't
here.
think we dropped.
I
don't think we dropped.
You can do it.
I don't think we dropped. I don't think we dropped. Need to do the thing. And then we should be good. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry. We're doing our outros right now. Thank you so much for rating, everybody. You can come along with us to our next stop. But before that happens, I'm just going to finish up real quick. Next Wednesday, September 10th, is the premiere of Neon, a brand new Girl by Moonlight campaign that's going to be here on Live from the Apocalypse. It's cyberpunk magical girls. It will be very sapphic if the players have anything to say about it. So check that out if you want to. There's been a teaser trailer. There's been a promo. There's been a teaser trailer, there's been a full trailer, and every day between now and the next 5 days, we're at noon, we're talking about the characters. So every day at noon, it's a different character with the character art reveal and the cast reveal and all that good stuff. It's going to be really good. I promise it's going to be really good. September 10th, check that out. We have other stuff going on next week also, but I'm not going to talk about it tonight because we've been going for a while and we have a raid to do. So that's going to be it for me talking about my stuff. I'm on Blue Sky. Willem Scream. Find that if you want to. Cool. All right. We're going to disappear in just a second. We're going to hop over and Luna mission underway that you can see as much going on over as possible. Before we go, you can follow us on the one social media platform that hasn't been overtaken by fascism, Blue Sky. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Or you can join the Discord community, which is a great place full of great people. We'd love to have you be a part of it. But all that being said, that's going to do it for us. Come along to Stella Luna and say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.